Okay, so in this lesson, I'm going to give a quick summary of Dubai and just give a overview basically of the Dubai landscape and the property market. So this one is ideal for people that are new to Dubai, whether you're an agent or an investor. This will give you a brief overview and kind of an introduction to the landscape as a whole. So in terms of Dubai, there's no doubt about it, Dubai is known as the number one luxury location in the world. Yes, you do have the likes of Singapore, New York, London, etc., etc. However, in recent years, the glamour of Dubai, you had all the influencers come here and are still here, and just the brand in general has, really got the message across in terms of the level of luxury in Dubai. Just speaking from personal experience, I'm from just below London originally, and I've traveled a lot as well. And I've seen very, very few places that have as many, high-end restaurants, glamorous five-star hotels, infinity pools, rooftops, pristine beaches. Dubai is very, very hard to beat on that aspect. And that's why, a lot of people come here, including all the wealthy Russians that, have high standards and want that luxury element. Dubai certainly provides that. So for those that don't know, Dubai is a very young city. Okay, I believe they've just celebrated the 50th anniversary, maybe a touch longer now, so don't quote me on that, 51, 52 maybe. And, this is phenomenal. If you think how old and mature other markets are in the world, what Dubai has achieved in that time frame is absolutely incredible. Not only in terms of the infrastructure, but the reputation, the healthcare that's here is world class, the education that's here that's world class, the brand and how famous and the PR perspective of Dubai is known globally. So yes, it's been astonishing in terms of the property development, but also the quality of life and the ability that people have to leave their countries from all over the world and come here and set up and live higher standards is really unmatched globally. So property development is happening at an astonishing pace. Now, that may seem obvious to some people, but you really got to be here to understand it. You look everywhere and it's all signs and brands and branding and advertising of new projects, new communities, new developers entering the market. It's a constant construction site, to be honest. You do have your maturer markets now where you're not going to see a huge amount of extra development, such as the marina and downtown. But pretty much everywhere else, you are going to see new supply come to the market. Luckily, the population growth matches and, actually far exceeds the new development and the supply that's happening in Dubai. But there's no doubt about it. Dubai is under construction. It's being built out. You're seeing secondary cities become more acceptable socially and to live and to commute from. So yeah, it's really, really exciting. And that's an opportunity for everyone, right? For agents, it means you've got plenty of property to sell. And for investors that are coming into the market, it means you've got some really good opportunities to pick up some good entry-level pricing and take advantage of the new areas and really, get in the market now and see upwards pressure on the housing prices as the demand and the population continues to grow over the next 5, 10, 15 years. Now, another factor which a lot of people don't think about is the project quality here. So what you get for your money in Dubai is incredible. And, I've got investment companies that work in other locations and it's just non-comparable. So when you buy an apartment here, firstly, you're always getting a freehold property because that's the law. We'll go into more detail on that later, but effectively that means that there's no restrictions on timeframes. You don't have to pay ground rent and things like that. And you just have more security and there's less risk because you're the outright owner of the property under that, that regulation. Secondly, you get car parking spaces with all your purchases. And, I know in the UK, some of our developments, it will cost you $25,000, $30,000 just to buy a parking space. In most buildings, you're getting a 4 to 5 star standard of product in terms of the amenities. So you're getting that swimming pool, you're getting the gym. Nowadays, we're seeing more luxurious facilities such as cinema screens, co-working spaces, elaborate rooftops, infinity pools. The actual end product you receive is really, really good when you are buying into the Dubai property market, and the end product is incredible. So that's a really, really big point and advantage of Dubai. The demand. So again, a good point to think about for both clients and investors is that, one, when you enter the market as an investor, if you buy the right product in the right location, in the future you should see really, really strong demand for or exit liquidity. So in other words, when you want to sell your property, there should be someone to buy it at a good price is basically how I would summarize that. And then as an agent, you're going to have lots of buyers or continued demand for these new launches if we continue in the trajectory that we're on in Dubai. The infrastructure of Dubai is very, very strong, predominantly a road network, but you have obviously the tram and the metro system as well, and then obviously bus routes as well for a lot of the hotel workers or building labourers, for example. And yeah, as we move through the years and as Dubai matures as a market, its investment fundamentals are only going to continue to grow. And, investment fundamentals, what we're looking at there is we're looking at, education, big employers, transport links, supply, regeneration and government growth in the area. These are all factors which can predominantly, really influence property prices over the long term, and ensuring that all those are positive in the location that you're buying in is very, very important. So have a think about that as well. So overall, the Dubai brand offers business opportunities, top tier education, leading healthcare, financial initiatives and quality of life, all driving relocation. In other words, the lifestyle and how you can live here versus other cities globally is far, far advantageous. And ultimately that drives demand and then puts the real estate market in a strong position. So I won't read through the paragraphs here, but I've just elaborated on a few of those points. Ultimately, Dubai has grown over the years, still a young place, but it's certainly put itself on the map, so to speak. And this is a really important concept, right? A lot of people ask, is the Dubai bubble going to burst? Is there an oversupply in the market? What happens if the market softens in a few years? Yes, look, ultimately some of those things can happen, but there is no signs of slowdown at the moment. One of the key pillars to the success of Dubai is the leadership and what the government or the visionary team do for the city. And if you've got that happening, that's one of the pillars to the success. In other words, they are approving new development projects. The planning permission process is stronger. They're doing government initiatives. They're driving the population growth overall. They're improving tourist and visitor numbers, which can then come back and buy in Dubai. So when you've got that engine underneath it that's working for its residents and wants to grow and make Dubai the best livable city in the world, that's what's going to cause strong real estate market performance. And there's no sign of slowing down yet, even if you look at the key principles and the key initiatives that the government are taking, such as the airport, etc., etc. So just to summarise then, the key point to understand though is that Dubai is more than posh restaurants and flashy hotels. People want to move here as owner-occupiers. What you saw back in 2008 from my reading and research is that you had a lot of speculators. You had people come in, they wanted to flip their property, make a quick buck and exit. And obviously when it all went downhill, you had the famous stories of people leaving Lamborghinis and Ferraris at the airport and doing a runner. But Dubai has matured over the years. You've seen a lot more regulation come into the marketplace. It's a lot more professional. I can't say that for all real estate agents, but overall, it's a very, very different city compared to what it was. Even since I started working here in 2014, and you look at 10 years on, it's very, very different. But one of the key pillars which is different now is, one, the government is making, being far more bolder in what they're doing and what they're delivering. But two, the underpinning lifestyle elements. You're seeing owner-occupiers. In other words, you're not just seeing investors that want to make a quick buck. You're seeing people that want to relocate and actually live here. You're seeing people that perhaps would have come for a couple of years ago and then moved back to their home city. Now they're setting up shop here. They're buying villas. They're getting on the property ladder. You're seeing people that were renting before buying property. And you're seeing, that population growth increase. Why are you seeing that? Because of the quality of life, because of the good education, the healthcare, the ability for international residents to get mortgages now, and just, the lifestyle element as a whole. So, more beach space, more parks, more enjoyable things to do on the weekend. That's really, really important because it gives a good balance to the market. And what you're seeing is people buy and retain properties. You're not seeing investors come in and sell after a year, 2 year, 3 years, etc. So that's what's underpinning the performance of the marketplace. And it's really important to understand that, whilst Dubai looks flashy and expensive and glamorous, and people come for 2 weeks holiday in the marina, there is a big lifestyle element here, and there's long-term residents that will be here for years to come. And really, you want to explore that and be aware of that. So that's this quick snapshot and overview wrapped up, guys. On to the next one.